things that absolutely have to happen in the final season of Game of Thrones, and if they don't, I'll cry. And you don't want me to cry, do you? Don't you answer that. 6 episodes doesn't give us a lot of time, but I absolutely I need for these things to happen. So let's start with number 1 because I don't count backwards.
Number 1, we have to see Mira again.
Thank you.
For helping me.
My brother died for you. Hodor and Summer died for you. I almost died for you.
That girl gave everything to Bran. She lost her brother to get him to where he needed to be. She probably helped him go to the bathroom a few times, and then Bran just coldly dismissed her.
You died in that cave.
If this is the last we see of Mira, I would be incredibly disappointed. She was such an important part of Bran's storyline, and for her to bow out now, at the end would be such a shitty way to wrap up her storyline. Not that other people haven't had shittier ends.
If we hear that she just died off screen, I'm going to be very upset, D&D. Not that you guys give a fuck, you evil dragon-killing monsters.
Number 2, speaking of Mira, can we get Howland Reed? I mean, older Howland Reed. That backstabbing bitch.
He stabbed him in the back.
I know we don't need him because Bran and Sam can do all the confirmation, but it would still be cool for him to show up and back up what they're saying and also bring some reinforcements.
But let's be honest, John Bradley already said in an interview that news of Jon's biological parent should come from Sam because Jon would most likely want to hear it from him. So they're probably not going to have Howland show up. So I'm guessing we'll hear that the Night King sent some of his army a small portion further south while Jon was distracted at Winterfell and Mira and Howland were slaughtered off screen. Because D&D have no time for side characters. Number 3, Fall of Northern Houses.
We don't have a lot of episodes, I know, but if we don't see the others wrecking at least one northern castle on their way to Winterfell, I'd be very disappointed.
I want to see at least one northern castle fall and be added to their undead army. Ooh, or hit a village or something, come on. If those people are just gonna hang out in Wintertown, they deserve to be murdered and turned into whites. That's right, I'm victim blaming. Come at me, Tumblr. You think death threats scare me? Number 4, Jon rides a dragon.
Another dragon.
Book readers or hardcore fans that think of Game of Thrones 365 days a year might find Jon riding a dragon named after his biological father a bit cheesy. I don't care. I want it. Jon needs to ride a dragon into battle and square off against the Night King on his undead dragon. Ooh, or both Jon and Dany on their own dragons facing off against the Night King. Since we're going with the whole Sansa being bitter thing of late, I guess, she'll be super upset when Jon gets the North and a dragon, and she don't get none of that. That's right, now Jon's the shippers come after me, I don't care. Number 5, Viserion dies. For realsies.
Viserion dying killed me inside, more so than my decades of life already have.
When Jon made the dumb decision, come on, it was a dumb decision. Are we gonna fight about this one? Are we gonna fight about everything I say in this video? It was a dumb decision. When Jon made that not so smart decision to go beyond the wall to get a white and Dany came to his rescue only to lose her dragon, my heart broke. Seeing that dragon die was terrible. You know what would be even worse though? Viserion staying unalive. Viserion needs to be killed. Again. And stay dead. Dead. I don't want to see an undead Viserion staying undead forever. Put the poor thing out of its misery. Speaking of the undead, number 6. White Hodor.
I said it before and I'll say it again till we fucking get it, D&D. White Hodor. Gives it to me. Gots to have it now.
Bran needs to see him, and that creepy, aspiring serial killer needs to actually show regret for what happened. Bran's actor did say we'd see a less robot Bran this season, so it could happen. If we don't see White Hodor and Bran's shocked expression, I will be very disappointed. Oh, and White Summer would be awesome as well. White direwolves in general, amazing. Oh god, not White Ghost, please. Please, I didn't mean that, D&D. Please leave Ghost alone. Now if we really want to go full circle with Hodor, we can get a White Hodor tear open a door at Winterfell to murder the living.
Get it? Do you get it? He died holding the door, and now that he's undead, he's wrecking the door. I drank before I recorded this video.
7, still on whites because I have a white obsession. White baby.
I cannot tell you how many times I've heard the same joke on this channel whenever I say, a white, let's say, a white Hodor, and people go, oh, we already have a white Hodor, like the color white. It's the same joke over and over and over again. But we already have whites on the show.
If we don't see a baby inside a woman's womb and become reanimated, I will be very displeased. Seeing it claw its way out of a body would be fantastic. Bonus points if it's Cersei. Cersei needs to have a stillbirth as the Night King gets to King's Landing. He then raises the undead around King's Landing, which includes the baby. Now, if she survived this, the stillbirth baby still inside her being reanimated and clawing its way out, Qyburn could just patch up that little hole, and then Jaime could just kill her later. How amazing would that be?
Oh, what if she gives birth, but it's dead? And then before Qyburn gets rid of it, she's like, oh, I want to hold my dead baby. And while she's holding the baby, it comes to life and just fucking starts attacking her. Do it, D&D. Don't be pussies. The angry online mob will totally be worth it.
Number 8, Clegane Bowl.
If you don't think Clegane Bowl should happen, well...
They set Clegane Bowl up last season.
It's not how it ends for you, brother. You know who's coming for you. You've always known.
They hinted at it with the EW photo shoots. The Hound's actor, Rory, even talked about it. We need to see this go down. And the Hound needs to end on Mountain by burning him with fire. I'm hoping this means that the Hound heads to King's Landing with Jon/Dany's forces after Winterfell to put Cersei in her place. This is where he sees the Mountain, and they have to square off. Number 9. Oh boy, I'm gonna open a can of worms with this one. Jon vomiting from figuring out he banged his aunt. And Dany in a rage about Jon's claim to the throne. I've extensively covered why Jon's biological parents will wig out both Dany and Jon, but for very different reasons. If you want a full video breakdown of that, I'll link it down below, but because I don't want to go into details about it, and I'm just talking about what I personally want to see, I'll leave it at, I really, really want to see Jon's mental breakdown when he discovers who his biological parents are. I also want to see how he views Ned's sacrifice and keeping his promise, and whether Jon will understand why Ned didn't tell him. On the other hand, I want to see Dany struggling with the fact that Jon has a better claim to the Iron Throne than she does. After all, Emilia Clarke already hinted at this with her talking about Jon's parents' reveal and how it will cut Dany deep. You are not actually the rightful ruler of the Iron Throne in the Targaryen lineage sense. I think who actually deserves the Iron Throne is very muddy at this point. Lastly, number 10, reunions. I guess fitting a bunch of reunions into one spot could be considered cheating, which I always do on these lists, and you may ask then, Roris, why do you do these lists if you're always cheating? It's because I want to see you get angry when I cheat. Do you know how mad someone got when I did that video about 5 times melted gold ruined someone's day? And
One spot was silver, and they freaked out and said it was clickbait because I only had 4 examples instead of 5. It was intense. They threatened to find me and kill me.
We need to see a shit ton of reunions this final season. Arya and Jon, Arya and Gendry, Arya and the Hound, Arya and Melisandre, Arya and Cersei, Arya and the Winterfell Guards. Reunions everywhere.
Hey, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and let me know what you absolutely have to see in the final season. Tell me everything.